Greetings from Croatia. Me, Professor Nada Ratković, welcome you all to the session Come Internship by the IIU. Today, on the topic Building Resilience through the through the vocational education and training. Today, this session is a golden opportunity for all of you, educators, researchers, students, parents, professionals, and everyone. Me, Professor Nada Ratković is coming from Croatia, a well-known multi-awarded educator, researcher, author, reviewer, trainer, counselor, humanitarian and social worker, and etc. I'm making trainings in multidisciplinary fields. Here at IIU, co-founder of Europe, the president of IIU Research Center, country director Croatia, and board member. Today, why I choose this topic? Because before few days, the vocational skills week in Europe is finished. So resilience, building resilience through vocational education and training. First, let me say that resilience is the process and outcome of every successful adapting to difficult or challenging life experiences, especially through mental, emotional, and behavioral flexibility and adjustment to external and internal demands. Vocational education training that provides hands-on experience to the students who are getting new experience for the job, really for the job, and they will have it in the real life. So, this hands-on experience gives students the clarity to reflect on their choices, interests, passion, and to find the best fit for themselves. What it means, the best fit. Today, I will introduce you. So, through the building resilience, through the vet is really most needed and much needed topic, specifically today after the pandemic. So today, be ready with me, enrich your skills and broaden your horizons and know more about the vocational educational training. So let me share my screen. So, as I said, building resilience through the lit. Professor Nada is working like a professor and the Faculty of Economics, Business, Tourism, Split, Croatia. Also, working like a professor in a high vocational school, Srednja strukovna škola, Banja Josip Jelačić Sin, and here in International Internship University. I want to thanks to our founder for this big opportunity to giving this our amazing IIU. So here you see there's my university, my school, very active through the projects, Erasmus projects, e-training projects, United Nations. Also, we are learning and growing together like a e-training school with the Agency for the Mobility and for different programs Erasmus in Europe. So, if you want to be recognized and if you want today be a European, you really need to be involved in all of these activities because your students will not get the skills that they need, especially when we are talking about the vocational education. Vocational education today is crucial. And in Europe, we are making so many new reforms in this vocational education. So IIU here, IIU also great university. Now we have a new Jason International School for all the ages. So you are invited to join Jason International School and also you are invited to join IIU. So, me, Professor Nada, wants to say today, I like this day. Today is Halloween. Yes, 31st October. So, don't be afraid. Make this. If you don't celebrate, it is not, I can say that We are not from USA. USA is almost celebrating this, but it is really interesting when you have this and when you make this. Today, I wanted to put one background, but again, I said this is a training session. So every great achiever is inspired by a great mentor. You today need to be everything to your students. You need to be an inspiration, a motivation. So that is the only way how you will bring and give them the brighter future. Only on this way. So you need to invest a lot in yourself, lifelong learning, and you need to be multidisciplinary, because if you are not multidisciplinary, you cannot give your students the knowledge and especially the skills. The skills today really are needed: hard skills, soft skills, digital skills, financial literacy, eco literacy, media literacy. That is today very important if you want to give them the highest potential. If we talk about the educational system in Croatia, it is same in the whole Europe, I can say. So it is starting from the primary education, you see, age 6 to 7, and it is consisting the 8 grades. Secondary education is different. So you see, you can have a general high school and it is 4 years. After that, you really need to go to the university, because if you finish the general high school, you cannot find a job. That is only for uh I can say for a lot of different knowledge in different subjects. So you are still in this general high school, trying to find yourself. So from this school you can go to any university. So you are ready for the national exams, which you need to pass the national exams, especially from the language, Croatia language, from the math and the English. All the universities are insisting from you. If you want to study, you need to pass that national exams. Then we have this vocational schools. They are 4 years. They are different schools, technical schools. In these schools, you have different professions. So you always here can find something. If you already after primary education, if you already know what you want to be, like example, somebody wants to be a doctor, somebody wants to be a lawyer, they already know what they want to be, maybe a engineer. So they choose like example, if they want to be an engineer, they are going to a technical school. So in the machine learning or in electronics, mechanical engineering, so different type. Or if you are a lady and you want to be, like example, you want to be a nurse, you want to be a beautician, you want to be a commercial, you want to be a economic. So different professions you have here in the vocational schools, and they are 4 years. Except of this is the school for the nurses, and it is 5 years. And we have the trade schools for 3 years. Which are the trade schools? That are for the sellers, that are for the drivers. Then you have different also, especially for the students with special needs. We have the administrator, who is 3 years, and after that the students can work in different types of the organizations. So, education for 2030, we see what we are accepting. Education to all started for 1990. 2000, we have this Millennium Development Goals, and we need to cover all the 17 SDGs. 2015 gives the global community the quality education. And we know that SDG 4 is saying ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. So this is the framework for the action. And what can say? We are almost 2030. Really is not so far. Before we start this topic, we need to little more say about the resilience. So, self-love. What do you think about this? Do you love yourself? If you don't love yourself, you cannot love others. Be sure in that. And today, in this world, especially in the virtual world, we have so many, I can say so many hate. People are jealous on other people's, but you never see that people, you don't know who they are. They can be for you, maybe you idealize some people's, but after that you are really disappointed. The different way is living in life. You really, when you have an opportunity to talk in live is really different. You know, before a few days, we lost two amazing educators. And like example, me, Professor Nada knows them only virtual, but that connection was really strong. That connection is really strong. And I was very sad these days. And yeah, I was thinking about this virtual world, and so many different things are happening here on this virtual platform. So silence and resilience. Let me see and let me define this resilience. Resilience is one by American Psychological Association. We always choose this APA. We say that this resilience is a process, and this resilience is a process. If you want, and you need to bring the outcomes of successful adapting to difficult challenges. So you have the experience, like this professional experience, then you have the life experience. Who knows who knows what happened before, what is happening now, and what will happen in the future. So it is your ability always to make this, to bounce back. If something happened, you need to stay on your legs. Never try. You can be disappointed, but you really need to make this stand with this stand adversity and bounce back and grow again, despite all that problems, despite all life's downturns. Today, maybe you have an amazing professional day, and tomorrow, who knows? Tomorrow you can be disappointed. So you need to learn, you need to train this resilience, because resilience is empowering you. It is empowering you to accept the people, to love somebody, to adapt a situation. You need to always move forward, because if you don't move forward, if you, like example, sit here and only think about the problems, you will never solve your problems. You will never solve your problems. So that problem, really think about that problem is not a problem, because everything we can solve. So we can only be in depression, we can be under stress, and we know that our brain, how we are thinking, and we can only on this way destroy ourselves. So if you are functioning on this way, and if this is your way of thinking, then you have really a problem. You have a problem, not you, and your students also, and your family, your friends, relatives, everybody around you. So today it is really important to make this, and you need to have the skills. I say hard skills, soft skills. That is a whole set of skills. So if you need skills, educate yourself. We have so many courses, trainings. Why not? If you are interested in some other field, you can choose another university. You can choose another school. It is never late for finishing. So if you are disappointed, you don't have a PhD, you can start with PhD. You will be really satisfied. So building resilience really takes a time. Everything today takes a time. So we need to have a strength. We need to have a positive mind, positive thinking. If we are negative, then how can we help ourselves? And from us is insisting that we need to help people around us. And these experiences are always around us. So what is your type of behavior? What kind of behavior you have? There are different types of the behavior. Try to control your emotions. Nobody don't need to see around you how are you feeling. Especially, I say, some people will enjoy in your sadness. So be always strong. Try, give, and that try to train your behavior, train your skills like self-esteem, communication skills. If you are not a good communicator, practice. If you don't know good English, practice. Always practice, 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 practice. So things supporting this will be always available to you. So this don't mean that you don't experience stress. Yes, everything what you are doing, you will experience a little stress. You will have this emotional upheaval and you will try to suffer, but try to demonstrate that on the different way. Maybe today it is not going good. Tomorrow you will be better, and for a few time you will be an expert. Nobody wasn't an expert, didn't become an expert by the night. That are hours and hours of work. So working through this, and don't work this through the emotional pain. You need to suffer through this world. So we have the 7 C's. These 7 C's of the silence are competence, confidence, connection, character, contribution, coping, and control. And they are working on this 5 principles. These 5 principles are gratitude, always gratitude, compassion, acceptance. Are you accepting people around you? Are you accepting your mistakes? Accept your mistake, because if you don't make a mistake, how will you learn? Then meaning, what is the meaning? What is the real meaning of the things that you want, that you are trying to do? So forgiveness is really important. You need to forgive. You need to forgive to the people, because I always say we can have people who don't love us, but I always try to find something in also in that people that is good, because never do something to other what you don't want to, that comes to yourself. So God is with us, and everything what you do to other will return to you back, be sure. So do these things a love, spread a positive energy. So this is this is around your character. So let me explain this 7 C's. You see, we have the start, then we stop, then we have the end. But never forget, our life is we are climbing a mountain, and that mountain has so many steps. And sometimes you will stop, but you need to go forward. You need to go forward and start again. Always try to start again. Never, never, never hesitate that you will stop, because if you stop, you didn't do nothing. So let me explain this. What is the competence? So how to handle the situations, even it is a beautiful situation, a hard situation, we need to learn how to build a competence. So developing our students, especially we need to train our students with this, because it is a word about the trust. It is about the judgments, and we are there, who are making these choices. You need to bring a main you need to bring a decision always. Confidence. I find here from Dr. Ginsburg, who says true self-confidence is rooted in the competence. Yes, it is really rooted in the competence. So individuals today are gaining this confidence by demonstrating in the real life situations. You always need to practice something in the real life, not imagination. We all have a big image. We can think, who knows what Professor Nada Ratković have so many ideas, but some of that ideas really are not achievable. So we need to practice that. We need to be confident. We need to demonstrate this in the real life situation. Connection. Connection today is very important. We need to be connected with other educators. We need to collaborate. We need to share our knowledge. We need to because you are not the smartest person on this world. You don't know everything. So try to I like example when I'm doing some projects, especially like if we're talking about the Erasmus project or something like that. It is good to give to your colleague to read that, because especially to give a colleague who is not from your field, because that person really needs to understand what you write, and what is your main conclusion and your outcomes need to be really clear. So connection to the family, to the friends, to the community is giving you a special feeling of belonging. You feel that you really belong on this world. So character, we already say about the character that we can make so much mistakes. We can bring the decisions. We can bring right and wrong, some responsible choices. So sometimes you have a life opportunity, and then in your life opportunity you miss that opportunity. Who knows? God knows, will that opportunity come again? And everything what is happening, it is not happening because it's just that everything has a reason what is happening to you. So your contribution, your passion, everything what you are doing is really, really, really important. And for the society, we are all very sad nowadays. Nowadays, first from the war in Ukraine, now this war with the Palestinians. So this innocent people, this so that is really hard. Some people show that official, but there are so many of us who are not showing our emotions, but we are really feeling that deeply in our heart, because you don't need you need to be a human being. So this is really hard to watch all this what is happening around us. If we talk about the contribution, also Dr. Ginsburg says that this is having a sense of purpose for the powerful motivator. Are you a powerful motivator? So you need to contribute to the community. You need to give this, uh, build strong relationships. Relationships are very important. Copying. Why to copy somebody? You don't need to copy nobody. You are unique. You are special. So when people learn to cope with we coping is so without stress, we can be better. We can do better our activities. We can do our tasks. Then we need to learn to control ourselves. Maybe that is hard for everybody, how to control yourself, especially if you are a very temperament person. I know so many temperament persons, so they always express their opinions on I don't have a word how to describe that. So try to understand, try to develop, try to control your feelings, control this, because You see here we have so many acts of the problems, we have so many different victims. So when we learn how to control our outcomes, how to control our decisions, so we will be more capable and confident. That is really true. That is really true. So here we come to vocational education and training, the famous VET. So it is in school really a modern, is bringing a modern development. We know that before I put here until the 19th century, due to the low social status, it were so many instructions. There were classical curriculum such were providing this apprenticeship. But today before we have this traditional type, and now we have the modern vocational education. So here are 5 things that you really need to know about this vocational education. You see here, young students who are enrolled in vocational education. Here we see that 50% in Serbia and Montenegro, then 15% in Moldavia. Women access to the vocational education. Here are different examples from different countries. So from Bosnia and Herzegovina, 60%, Algeria 10%. About the learning, how can we highlight what about the social exclusion? How are boys are more likely to leave in the school? You see how many drops in Montenegro and Serbia and North Macedonia. Then vocational education is mitigating the risks of the early leaving. So uh, these countries, these countries are not parties, but they are very close. They are very close to us in Europe, especially to me. Serbia, Montenegro, Bosnia, Herzegovina. They are my neighbor countries. They are my neighbor countries. And if we talk about the vocational education, even they are not still a part of European Union, they have also great vocational education, and their vet is the same like in other countries of the Europe. So 10% of employees get trained to find a job. Vocational education and training. You see, with the revolution, we have different types of industrial revolution, and now we are coming in the fifth era, and really the vet is following all the revolutions with the main characteristics. So this will be here on the global level. We have so many trends. Like example, in my country, we are now working on a modular reform with the models. It will be the same like on the university. So you will listen it through it, and you will not have like in Europe you have the ECTS. Here it will be called the ECVS, like SVETs, and with that points you will have a higher level, and then you can share that points with and go to different countries, because you are then you can in Europe in each one level you can go from one country to another country. Especially Croatia is a really small country. We have we have 3,500,000 citizens. So that is like in India, New Delhi. New Delhi have more citizens than my country. So and when the youth go abroad, that is a problem. See here, at 2012, it is putting the meaning of the vet with its shift, and it is really a specific training, and it is a retraining for particular jobs, different type of jobs. So it really have a wide concept. With you have the general education. I show what what types what types of education we have. So secondary education, adult training, and we are doing this training. So this we have non-formal and informal learning. Uh, so many. We have through the year. We have so many different types of the training, some different types of conferences. So we have it to the agency, to our agency of vocational education. We have conferences, different types of conferences. You really need to be involved in that. You need to follow that, and not only in your country. If you are a vocational professor, you need to go and move to other countries, because the mobility for us is really very easy. We through the e-twinning projects, through the e-twinning platform, through our platform for the mobility, uh, writing a good project. You can go with your students. You can go alone. So this vet is really like a right radically changed in the recent years. So many new needs, new set of skills. Uh, so we know that this world is really rapidly changing. So technology, ICT, the implementation of artificial intelligence, all the new emergency tools, technologies are making dramatic changes. And in the whole world, and we know what is the influence on the nature, we know what is the impact on the social, economical growth of the country. How can we talk about the GDP? We know that the gross domestic product, we have a big inflation. We have a big inflation in my country, in Europe, especially because of the situation, because of the war. And you know what we can expect, what can we expect after this world stopped, because we all in Europe are depending about the countries from the Asia and Africa. So it is really hard. So we have placed this technical, we have this through, and now we have the modern VET program. So how we are defining this VET modern program. So they are defined as education and training, which aim to equip people with knowledge, know-how, so many new innovations, entrepreneurship. We need to entrepreneurship needs to grow. So skills, competence, everything in other these things, and what is important for the labor market. So labor market today, how can we do this? We need to be competent. We need to have the competences for the labor market, and the students are getting that on this way. So, 21st century skills. We are looking this in the face of the new technology developments. We have new teaching methods. We have new curricula. We have different innovative words. So, our teaching needs to be we in one like example in 1 hour we need to exchange so many different methods. So project-based learning, researching, so different. Also, for we need to make for the home. So this is strong. So what about the literacy? What about the numeracy? What about the ICT, financial literacy, cultural and civic literacy? So these competences, these literacies, these characters, and these different types of the qualities. So this is a modern approach to the digitalization in education. We know which we have the famous summer model, and it is for the technology. Also, we have our Bloom's taxonomy, and bring when we bring this model, summer model, and the Blooms in this pedagogy wheel. So you see here are our higher and lower skills, and you see analyzing, applying, evaluation, remembering, understanding. How can you remember something if you don't understand that? So without understanding, you cannot remember other things, especially how can you make the application, or how will you apply with this and doing this and making this different types of the creation. So learn to manage yourself, learn to manage your students through the focus, through the integrity, through adapting and making a new initiative. Then you need to collaborate. You need to learn to work with others. How? Communicating, collaborating, feeling, and leading. What it means feeling. Do you have a feeling for others when you work with the others? Are you a person who will give to other person to do the whole work? Or will you be passive, or you will be active during the learning? So are you ready to be a leader? Who can be a leader? Every team need to have a leader. So leadership also is for the, you need to train and you need to learn, you need to have all the skills, you need to have all the competencies for being a great leader. So doing this, doing learning by working, creating different type of changes. Are you a educator? Are you an entrepreneur? Who has this? Who can create a change? Can you be a change maker? Are you a critical thinker? Are the things what you are making have a sense? Are you creative? And do you have this type of curiosity? So all this problem solving, math skills, STEM skills, collaboration, communication. This is what you need to have today. Without this, you are not, I can say, you are not a competitive person for the work, for the labor market, for nothing. You will not be for nothing because you will be recognized like somebody who don't have knowledge. And today, you know how hard it is to find a job, and without knowledge, you cannot do nothing. So always try to invest in yourself. You are the main. You are. If you don't invest in yourself, and nobody will invest, and nobody will help you to do that. So you need to ensure the skills development. You need to play a key role in the schools, and the universities, on the colleges, everywhere. So try to do this, try to make this, try to have and bring to your students, uh enrich them, bring them beautiful, sustainable, and lovely future. You need that future too. You need to work in that. You need to have that type of the working environment also. What the OECD, what the Organization of European Country Development is saying about the vocational education and training. So today, in the changing world of work, VET is playing a crucial role, and it is developing all the skills, the right skills, what we need. So VET for the adult training, and for the countries who can understand what is the strength. Your country, like example, we in Croatia, in the summertime, we live from the tourism. At the winter, we are living from the ICT and from different things that we are doing, different financing, modeling, and etc. So these systems need to be for the future, always ready. You need to bring them a bright future, and it is only on the way. You need to identify opportunity. Opportunity needs to be recognized. If you don't recognize the opportunities, I will repeat again, you will maybe not have a chance again to get that opportunity. So resilient, flexible, and inclusive. So how to create this world? We need to know also language learning is very important for us, especially you in Europe. You need to know your native language. You need to know English. And you need to know more languages, not only one, uh, one one language like English, Spanish, Portugal, German, Italian, Arabian. Oh, India, Hindi. When I see Arabian, when I start with this, I get a headache. But if you want to learn a language, you need to give and you need to invest time. You need to say, yes, you can, as our great Dr. Queen Elizabeth is teaching us, because yes, we can do everything what we want to do. So, teaching this, using the language, making these things and things. About this, we can apply there's different types and different dimensions of the vocational. We have this vocational dimension, we have the dimension of the training. So, this if we want to learn different languages, then we will use a linguistic training. We will make a new paradigm. We need a paradigm. We will learn the language. We will have assistant. We will pay. You can go to teach one by one, and that is the fastest way. And you will learn. I'm sure you will learn something what you want for very short time. So this is that for you. Now we come through this. Professor Nada took few years to show you about this European vocational skills weekend, why it is very important. Like example, I took from 2018. So you see, first you need to be. We are official partner of the European Vocational Skills Week. So many years. Uh, you can every year is a different topic. This year was about the culture and heritage. So what Professor Nada do with her students? First, you don't need to always use ICT. You can do some things and without ICT. So they show the culture heritage of our Cetinska Krajina. Then after that, after their works, after so many workshops, after the trainings, we also write a story and we write an article and share it in the Europe. Because if you don't share, if you don't disseminate that things, nobody will know that. Maybe somebody is really interested in the things what you do, and you give from your work different types of the idea. So you see here we share our story about our cultural heritage in our county, not in whole Croatia, because we have so many counties. Like example, Professor Nada live in a Split Dalmatia county, the most beautiful county, uh, and we talk about our cultural heritage, about our gastronomy, about the positive things what we have, where we can invest, what we are doing, and etc. Then you see here, let's meet. Here we make this. It is great to collaborate with the different schools. So this was before the COVID. We all what we do we make in live. So these are our colleagues comes from the different schools from different towns, and we make a great project 2019, which calls Let's Meet. So through the whole year, we have so many activities. We share them. We visit their school. They come to us. They visit us, and then when we wanted to start when the vocational when the I'm still sick. When I last time have a lecture, I was sick, and I'm still sick. My cough is not stopping. So my apologize because I need to breathe a little more. So we imagine this that let's meet. So let's meet every time when we meet. We make different types of the project. So you see here what we all do. We make lectures with the professors, different types of lectures, workshops. Then we bring the old the old people. We help them. We make the massage. We make them they like we have hairdressers. Then our cookers make specialties. So we give the whole treatment, everything. So this is a sense of these days to show what a vocational student can do, the knowledge and sharing the skills. They really brush their skills. In every professional, they brush their skills. Then you see here different again. Here we make like example, Professor Nada invite different professors from the different schools, and they come, and then we make we make conferences, and also for our colleagues who couldn't come, we share with them in the library, in the lab, in the informatic lab, in the practicum of this beautician. So different activities. This was 2020. You see, I choose some years to show you what we do. So the main motto is discover your talent. You always need to discover your talent, especially it is for you also. Did you discover your talent until now? So here in this, we were investigating new possibilities, discovering new opportunities, brushing our schools. After this, like example, started our Erasmus project, and with after this week, European Vocational Skills Week, we already started a project and go that year on the mobility in Portugal. So what we cannot learn in our country, we are trying to find in another country, and we are writing a project, and we are applying for that project. You see here, it is called e-student for a greener future. So this was for the greener future. In this week, we shared this, and you see here there were three partners for this project and for this week. Here, till we were in C, other students were in the split, and we were on the meet, and this was a great collaboration using different types of digital tools, Padlet. It's depending what you want to do. Do you want to create a website? Do you want to make your newspaper? Do you want different types of the infographics? So different activities, and you always need to be creative, so innovative and creative, to brush the skills of your students. So this year is building resilience through vocational educational training, and the primary focus is on the reskill and on the contribution of European efforts, and it is a future of economic, climate, and social challenges. This is the meaning of building resilience, a future with the economic, climate, and social challenges. So you need to discover your talent. And this year, how we discover our talents. We have this European Year of Skills, and this year it started at the 9 May 2023, and it will finish at the 9 May 2024. So you see, the year starts in the middle of the year, but it is really interesting. And till then, you can do how much events, activities you want, because you need to you need to do this. So I will show you what we need to do through this European vocational skills a week. This is the official page of the year of skills. So you see year of skills in correlation with the EVS week 2023. So during this week, there were different types of activities. First, in Sevilla in Spain, there were the conference. So we could go, we could apply and go to this conference. Then on 24 October, there was a European digital accreditations for the learning. This is about VET qualifications. This is what I mentioned, that we will soon have this modular curricula, modular subjects, where we will have this at e-sweats. So that will be the points like the ECTS on the university. So Equalate webinar creates a quality culture in VET. OECD webinar, education is a glance. Event, then we have an event organized by the European Association. So these are official, and you have opportunity to create your own. So it is really shining a spotlight how the opportunities of it can offer your different, for the different ages. You can improve your career, you can improve your professional development. So that is really your mission, to improve and develop the skills for your students to this. You see, I said future needs to be economic, climate, and social challenges. Europe is really strict. Europe has the rules. Europe has the policy. So you need to follow all this policy with this today for the future. Then you see, I say already this 9 May until 8 May 2024, this year of European skills will be. So what it is very important and why it is important. So for the jobs, for the support, for giving the skills. So you see here why. Having a workforce for the demand skills is very important for long-term sustainable growth and competitiveness. So you can, and it will ensure that the green and digital transition. Everything needs to be green and digital. So how you are doing this, through what you are doing this. There are so many events, there are so many activities which are taking place across the Europe. So the motto is discover your talents, get inspired, get involved, and get skilled. Always inspiration, motivation. You need to be involved. You need to be there. Sometimes when I get up in the morning, I really need to check all what Professor Nada needs to do today, because so many different types of activities uh, are are applied, and you cannot you need to make the lecture. So this is really a big job to follow all this, especially if you want to be a recognized professor, and so this is very important. So upskilling, reskilling, making this and this economic, climate, and social changes today for tomorrow. So you need to enrich your skills and broaden your courses. The first thing is that you need to register your event. So you see here in Europe, we had till today Professor Nada make these screens. We have 941 event in this year from 9 May. Then you see here how much is in Portugal, in Spain, and other countries. Then when you come here, you see here in Italy we have 100. In Slovenia we have 60. In Austria 84. In Croatia, we have so many. You see here, this in Bosnia we have two. So again, it depends about the part where you are living. So this is, you see, this is my county, and here in my county, we have eight registered events, and here where you see the three, here from this three, two are from Professor Nada. From this three, I make two events. So you see here, these are the two events. This is one elementary school. Here are my two events for this web skills. See, it's coming from the same place. And yes, Professor Nada is lucky and she lives. You just need to go to the street and pass the street. And Professor Nada is looking her job from now. I'm sitting here and I'm looking where I am working. So this is the event, one of the event I choose. It is called Innovation and Entrepreneurship in Vocational Education and Training. So you see, from 23 October to 27 October, we make these activities. And here, innovation, entrepreneurship, education in vet schools curricula is today crucial. Vocational education for entrepreneurship and innovation can be particularly effective and initial in vocational training as students are close to entering working life and self-employment is valuable option. So I say you don't need to always use the ICT. You can make different types. You can make webinars. You can make conferences. You can make this these are the work from the students. They are not students of the arts. These are the elements of our tradition. We are famous in the world by Sinska Alka. We have so many horses. We adore the horses. We love horses. And this is our miracle, a miracle lady, where who we are praying for who is, I can say, she has a name Miracle because she is really miracle. From whole around the world, people are coming at the 15 August, in my town, to pray, and to thanks our miracle lady for everything. Then this is the traditional. You see here how the students make this in the old town, modern things, so different types of this. I want to say here from your start, for I talk about the languages. We also very much invest in the languages. For Asian languages, learning is increasing for the vet students because if you want to go to mobility, how can you go on the mobility and if you don't know the foreign language? So you see here what is happening 2000, then 2007, and for the different types of education. So Estonia, Luxembourg, Poland, different these countries here are showing the percentage average number of foreign languages learned per pupil at upper secondary education. See here how they are learning. So European Union 27. So Professor Nada loves the color. I think that today you have even if you are not involved in vocational education, that you have a bigger picture, that you can put the things on the place for this. So teaching and learning and vet, you see the COVID crisis leads to reduction in the vet. The policy are brief and gives the vet programs, and they are really adapted to deliver the practical components of the school-based setting. So describing using innovative technologies such as VR, AR. We cannot do today nothing without virtual reality, augmented reality, simulators, machine learning, artificial intelligence. This need to be utilized. We have ChatGPT, we have this metaverse. We need to facilitate school-based delivery of the practical learning. And face-to-face is always face-to-face, and online teaching will bring this to the vet in the longer term. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for being today with me on this very important topic. I will go. I will go. I will go through the Facebook page and check if there are any questions. If there are. Also, when I finish, I will put a link. I will put a link for the certificates for the participation. So let me see. Okay. So till the next training. Stay safe. I want to thanks to a great audience for being here today, for always supporting. Without you, this will not have. It will not be important to have these sessions. I want to thanks to our founder, Sir Piyush Pandit, for giving us this great opportunity. At 25 December is a big summit in India, in New Delhi. You are invited because you can apply for the summit. You can apply for the honorary doctorate. Applications are open, so if you are interested, don't hesitate. Contact us. So any question, anything, we are very supportive. But you can send to me, to Professor Nada, to all the team for anything you are interested. So thank you so much.